You could use the money to pay off high-interest credit cards for home renovations or consolidate existing debt. You can get flexible, easy-to-pay terms. The consultation to find out if you qualify is free. To find out if you qualify for our special financing program, call this toll-free number 24 hours a day. 800-959-0756. 800-959-0756. 800-959-0756. That's 800-959-0756. Important terms and conditions apply. Not all applicants will qualify. Loan amount, annual percentage rate, and term will vary depending on creditworthiness. Applying does not guarantee approval. Account approval is subject to verification and confirmation of your credit history and acceptance by a lender. If you choose to apply for a loan through us, a consumer report will be obtained to evaluate your creditworthiness in connection with your application for credit.
News and weather this hour brought to you by Nats Outdoor Sports on Talk 104 and 93 WKCT Bowling Green.
You're listening to Sports Talk, presented by Greenwood Ford.
It is Wednesday night. You know what that means. Sports Talk is live here on Talk 104, 93 WKCT, and we have a great show. Mother Nature impacted the show once again. This is twice now in this year it's happened. Ice storm back in, was it January, Cole, was it?
Yeah.
And then now the rain has pushed games to be moved to tonight. District games, which means some guests we had scheduled for tonight, not going to be here. But we still have a fantastic show nonetheless.
That's right, Brian. Got some good guests coming in here in just a bit. The Greenwood Boys Volleyball Program, a new one this year, a new Gators squad. That's going to be a fun conversation to have. Just off the top, though, like always, want to thank all of our sponsors.
Yes.
Campbell Chevrolet, Hills Mattress and More, and Breen and Wilford Injury Lawyers. Brian, what do you want to start off with? We got a lot going on.
Well, first off, we got to do the particulars here. That is Cole Scott, WNKY News 40 sports anchor. Brian Davis, Franklin Ferret newspaper. I mean, we got to start where it's hot right now, and basketball has been done now for almost 2 months, but yet it is still the hot topic in this region. Man, unbelievable.
Just owning the headlines recently.
It is.
There's potential for it to keep owning the headlines, until the season starts. At this point, I'd be shocked.
I agree with the new faces in different places that are popping up everywhere now. Yes. I guess we'll start with the coaches. We've had, 4 or 5 coaches hired this past week since our last show? I believe that's right. It's about 5, I believe, been hired.
I think that's right, yeah.
Yeah, and we got another one coming on Friday, right, with Metcalfe County Boys named their head coach.
Yep, that one will be revealed. I'm sure we'll briefly touch on that next week in a packed week of guests. So.
Yes. Let's see. Kyle Kilman, South Warren is the girls' coach. He takes over that. Brad Johnson, very interesting hire, very good hire, too, by the way, for Greenwood Lady Gators.
He's back.
Yeah, he's back. I mean, man, the man... He's an X and O's guy, so it's intriguing, and I'm loving to see Spidell, Ansley, and all them, how it works out with Brad. I'm very intrigued by that. That is for sure.
Yeah, I think the 14th District, obviously Tim Page is going to be back at Warden Central. I think he took them in a positive direction. Obviously, we know Calvin, winner, proven winner, so nothing's going to be new there. But you bring in Kyle over at South, who is also a winner with the boys basketball team.
Yes.
He's just switching over to the girls' side now, and they've got some young talent coming up the ranks. And then Greenwood, Brad Johnson, he's won a lot.
Yes, he has.
In his career. And he's back in the 4th region after some time. He took a few years off in coaching in general, but he was most recently coaching boys basketball at Edmonson County.
Yes. So intriguing for Brad Johnson to come back to the 4th region.
Absolutely.
And coach there. He was at Barron County before. Piper Lindsay was hired on too as well. So, yeah, that is going to be very interesting what he does with Lady Gators. So we got that. And, of course, the one that really took the headlines is Matt Turner, the head coach at Metcalfe County.
He already gains the most toughest expectations.
Yes, he does.
He's got... I would hate to be in his shoes, but also I would love to be in his shoes because the roster he's got now. I think that, he's a proven winner, much like Calvin, much like Brad Johnson. With his time at Taylor County, taking him deep in state.
Yes, he has.
And so that's awesome to see when you're inheriting a group with that much talent on it for a guy like him. yeah, I'm excited to see. Metcalfe County girls and boys basketball, who we're going to find out in a few days, like you said.
I don't think we'll know the schedule until September for basketball,
Sounds
something
about
like
right,
that.
yeah.
So I'm intrigued to see. Of course, he'll face some teams in the region, obviously. I want to see what his out of region schedule gonna be like, because with a team like that, you gotta play a difficult, extremely difficult schedule to get that team ready for the postseason.
You got to take the South Warren softball approach and play the
Yes.
number one team in the nation, the number one team in the state. I mean, that's the only way you're going to get better, really. If you've got one of the best rosters in the region, it's not going to do you any good to play just the easiest schedule you've ever had together. So
I would think Queens of the Commonwealth has to be a tournament.
Yes.
They have to get in and play. To play the Simon Kentons,
Yes.
Notre Dames, the Mercies, and all them up there. That tournament, I would think you have to get in that one. You have to. And again, you talk about the expectation. It has to be what? The All-A. You better win that.
got to win that.
Got to win that. You better win your district.
Got to win that.
Yeah, you got to win that. And pretty much
Gotta win
you
the region.
have to win the region. With that roster.
There's no way to put it. With the upperclassmen that you have, anything but winning region would.
Oh.
I don't want to put this on them, but I think it will be a failure if you don't win region.
It'll be a serious disappointment. And then, of course, the buzz and excitement in Edmonton. I'm sure they cannot wait till December to get that ball bouncing and get rolling with that.
Kind of on the same topic, yesterday I got the news that Gary DeWitt steps down
Yes.
at Allen County Lady Patriot basketball. He's been there for a while off and on, very highly respected. Personally, I've really grown to enjoy getting to know Coach DeWitt. Really good guy. Finally, he's going to get some time to himself and his family, getting to retire officially. For now. There might be a fourth stint.
Yeah.
There might be a fourth stint.
Something may pop up to bring him back. But we had him on the show back in December. Very emotional. Loves Allen County, Scottsville. I mean, hey. It is what it is, right?
Yeah. And then one of the biggest ones, Will McCoy, going to Franklin Simpson this week.
Yes.
That's a huge one.
That's a huge one for them as well. It's going to be interesting to see what he does with that team. And, of course, we can't – I'm not going to really judge what year one does because he has got a strong middle school class coming up that's been very good. But between the 7th and 8th graders, I think they've lost 2 games last year. So, it's a good bunch. A lot of pedigree. Boys can play. Let's see what he can do when they come up, and then, we'll see. We'll evaluate then. But, I'm sure, the goal is always the same: district and make a run at the region and see what happens.
And when we was talking to him on what was this Monday? He to your point pointed out the good young group, but he also said, "Why do we have to wait a couple years for that? Like, build them now." And I think that he did a great job building the program over at Greenwood.
Oh, yes.
Into what it is now. I think Greenwood is in a great spot, no matter who they bring in at head coach, because of the system that they've got there. But yeah, I really like Coach McCoy as a head coach, and I think he's going to thrive at Franklin. I wouldn't be shocked year one.
Yeah. And of course, it was great to see all the middle school guys was there.
Yeah.
At the press conference,
Everybody's
which was great. So that was tremendous. And then most of the basketball players that was there, they were all there too as well. So it was good to see that. And he got to talk to them for a few minutes before he talked to us. So that was great too as well. So yeah, again, basketball's been done now for 2 months nearly, and we're still talking about basketball.
It's crazy. We'll get in the middle of summer. World Series in fall, and we'll be talking about girls basketball, boys basketball.
Probably will.
Probably.
By the way, go ahead, give us a Reds update. What's going on with the first place Reds?
Losing right now.
Well,
Tough subject. Bring it back in a few minutes. A few minutes, like 30 minutes.
Hey, they're getting free pizza there today, so heck.
Free pizza, yeah.
Just lost the towel here.
ABS.
I'll get that back here too as well in a moment. Also as well too, the draft just took place. I will let you have the first word about our friends in Nashville.
They took Carnell Tate at 4, and that was probably the last person I was expecting them to take. With Arvell Reese available, who goes to the Giants the very next pick, who should have been there. I don't know. You signed Wandale Robinson. You have Calvin Ridley. You have Alec Aomaner. You have Chimdike. Was it really a position of need? I don't know. Carnell Tate's good, but he wasn't even the best receiver on his team. Jeremiah Smith.
He was not. He was not.
So, I don't know. It could work out in their favor. It could be fun, explosive offense. That could be fun.
Well, I mean,
but did you need it?
Did you need it? I mean, it wasn't even. It wasn't in, like you said, it wasn't a need. I mean, offensive line, defensive line was the need. That was the thing off the get-go. Cam Ward, just looking at the stats from last year, Cam Ward, third most sacked quarterback in the league. What does Tate do to help that? Nothing. I mean,
maybe he'll be in some blocking plays.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Rushing yards next to last. Rushing yards per game next to last. Rushing yards on first down last. On average last. I mean, the line is where they should have went. There were some tackles out there that could have been very helpful to have, and they decided to go Carnell Tate.
And what we talked about last week was that Saleh is a defensive-minded head coach. You know, it was like a no-brainer. Obviously, if Jeremiah Love's there, you probably take him.
I think they wanted him. I think they did.
But if he's not there, was that really the backup plan, or was that just like spur of the moment? That's the call.
I think they panicked.
I think they panicked too.
I think they panicked.
They should have went. Well, we can't say they should have done anything because nobody's played yet. But
no, nobody's played yet. But they did trade back in the first round and got defensive end.
That's right.
So that's fine. I don't think they took a lineman until what, round 4 or 5?
It was later on in the draft.
And I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing here? I mean, that was just insane that you're not going to build your offensive line in the first couple of picks of the draft. I'm looking through their picks right now, and yeah, it was round 5. No, it was round 5. They took a guard from Arkansas.
Okay.
Fernando Carmona was when they took their pick, and then they took Pat Coogan round 6, the center from Indiana. So of the 7, 8 picks they had, 2 linemen.
You kind of needed more than that.
You need more than that. Especially the numbers he had last year. Cam's going to be running for his life again this year.
Maybe he got speed. Maybe he got some speed over the offseason. And they knew that, and they didn't want to take anybody because of that.
I don't know. And then you bring in Brian Daboll, the offensive coordinator. I mean, his biggest claim to fame is he took a deli guy off the street for the Giants and made him a quarterback and won a couple of games. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, we should know more about these guys after this weekend. Rookie minicamp is Friday and Saturday for the Titans. Which also, shout out, former Hilltopper Matthew Henry got an invite to the Titans minicamp. So
okay, great.
Maybe he'll make the team, and that's a wide receiver. And why'd you draft Carnell Tate if he made no? We'll see. But
there's a reason why they've won 11 games in 3 years.
They didn't have Carnell Tate yet.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's a reason. There is a reason. It's called To Tell the Truth Draft Day. Is what it's called, and the Titans are telling the truth. They are not very good.
Chad Brinker stepped down yesterday.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you saw that. Yes.
No, I did not see that. No.
Yes. Was he the chief of football operations?
Yes, he was.
So they're going to have to be searching for a new man in charge there, but he's out. Maybe he didn't like the pick.
Man, he didn't like anything, probably. Wow, man. The train wreck just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Maybe one day it'll get better. The Super Bowl is what, you said, in 3 years? And
3 years.
Nissan?
Give him 3 years. He'll be there.
You know, it takes most teams 7 to 8 years to rebuild. And right now, we're about year, 9 for the Titans in rebuilding?
Give them time. Maybe they're taking the Will McCoy approach.
I
Seventh
guess.
graders coming up.
I guess. I guess so, man. We're, 2 weeks away from district tournaments? 2.5 weeks away?
That's right.
So we're getting that set up and ready to go. May 18th, we'll be here before you know it. And then we got district tournaments on that. And then Memorial Day, woo.
Long day.
Long day
with
with region baseball and region softball all at Western taking place. My goodness.
That legit is the longest day of the year. I'm not even joking.
That is the longest day. 4 games and all in one day. And they will get it in, rain or shine. School is out, too, on top of that. So they will play to all hours of the night to get it in.
I wish work was out that day.
I wish it was, too.
It was so bad.
I wish it was, too. I wish they just make it Tuesday through Friday and play 2 on Tuesday, 2 on Wednesday, 2 on Thursday, and the finals on Friday. But it's not going to happen that way.
It's a gauntlet of games.
Not going to happen.
A lot of games tonight, like you previously mentioned.
Yes, ton of games tonight.
A lot of big district games. I know one off the top of my head is Bowling Green Greenwood baseball. That's an important one because Greenwood and South split last week.
Yes.
If one of those teams can sweep the series, they pretty much cement first place. If you split, though, that's when you get into the weird tiebreakers. And I don't even really know the rules on a tiebreaker for district.
Well, I think it's runs for, runs against for 2 teams, but for 3 teams, that part I don't know. Might be RPI. Who knows?
Yeah, they might be
Who knows? Right. The guys here are smiling when you said about Greenwood and Bowling Green baseball. They're confident that the Gators are going to win that series, right? Yeah, they're shaking their heads. Yes,
okay.
They're going to win. They're confident. They know something we don't know.
I like the confidence.
I like it too. They know something we don't know. And then of course the 15th, man, that's from 1 through 4. Gauntlet.
Yeah, Warren East took down Bowling Green over the weekend.
They sure did. Yes. So,
yeah.
I mean,
West Sanford's back at it.
Yeah, the region tournament's going to be wide. It's wide open. It's wide. Who can manage that pitch count in those 3 days? That's going to be the big key. Speaking of region tournaments, the Greenwood boys volleyball team coming up. Our guests are on the show. They're going to talk about their region tournament, which is going to be on Saturday, I believe, at Allen County, Scottsville. Is that right? Yeah, they're smiling, yeah. And that's all in one day, by the way.
Yeah, we're talking about long days.
That's a long day. They got a long day. But I think they have a bye, right?
We did get a bye this year.
You did get a bye. So they have to only win 2 games instead of 3.
That's better.
To get to the state tournament. So we'll talk to them in a moment about that and a whole lot more. This is their first year with Greenwood Boys Volleyball. So intriguing to get some information about that, how that all come about, and the whole 9 yards and all that. So, are you ready?
Let's get it.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, it's the Greenwood Gators boys volleyball team next. We're on Sports Talk, live here on Talk 104, 93 WKCT.
Need some help finding that just right, new to you car, truck, or SUV? New or pre-owned? At Campbell Chevrolet and Campbell Pre-Owned, we can help. We will do our best to find you what you want and save you money. A relaxed buying experience. We make it easy. Campbell Chevrolet, Scottsville Road, Bowling Green.
As a paratrooper and combat veteran of the U.S. Army, I was trained to run toward the sounds of battle, not away from them. I brought that same mentality home to Kentucky to fight for my clients. I'm injury lawyer Will Williford, and where there's a will, there's a way. I'm blessed to call Kentucky my home. I was born here, grew up here, and raised my family here. When members of my community are injured by the careless actions of another, I'm committed to fighting for them like family. I'm injury lawyer Will Williford, and where there's a will, there's a way.
Ever wonder why buying a mattress seems so complicated? Shouldn't it be as easy as a good night's sleep? At Hills Mattress & More, it is. We offer top quality mattresses, furniture, and appliances with easy financing and delivery. No credit needed and proudly made in the USA. Visit us at 2539 Mount Victor Lane, Suite 2 in Bowling Green. Get comfort without the hassle. Learn more at hillsmattressmore.com.
Sports Talk is back live here on Talk 104, 90 KCT. I also forgot to mention that we are also live on our Facebook page too as well at Talk 104, 90 KCT. You can see us all right here. We're all on the screen right there. So there we are. So hey, we're all live on Facebook Live right now as we speak. The coach and players are laughing. I don't. Were y'all were not expecting that or something? Or? No. Well, because she was here. Coach Whitson was here before.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, it's Coach Nicole Whitson and the Greenwood Boys volleyball team. How you doing, Coach?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. All right. Talk about who you brought with us tonight.
I got Turner Allen,
Okay.
Kaylen Trosper, and True Smith. Sorry, Kaylen.
Okay. Now, we said some things wrong about the region tournament. So, Coach, correct us what we made a mistake on and go ahead.
Okay, so it's a draw this year. So for Region 1, it was a draw. We got lucky. South got lucky. And the first and second round are on Saturday and the championships on Monday. And all at Allen County.
Wow. So I guess I should ask, why was it a draw?
So it's right now not very structured. There's not enough teams in the state of Kentucky, and we don't play everyone in our region right now. We're very spread out. You're talking hour and a half to 2 hours to go compete against some of these teams, and so we didn't play everyone in our region this year.
So for ACS hosting this, who's the farthest school that's having to make the longest drive?
I would say Trinity Whitesville for sure.
Probably. Yeah.
Because they're north and west.
Yeah.
And you have to go yeah.
Probably, yeah.
That's up the Parkway, right? And then turn right and just keep driving, right?
Yeah.
I don't know where it is.
I have an idea, I think, but that sounds like they're a long way. Who else is in this region?
Adair County, Ohio County. Ooh. You've got South, Allen. Who am I missing?
Greenwood.
I mean,
Big one.
I think we were supposed to have Fort Campbell in it, but Fort Campbell's not in it anymore.
Fort Campbell?
Yeah, they were supposed to be in.
That's a haul.
Yeah, they didn't get a team this
team.
year. Adair. You have Adair and Allen. You have.
Does Hart County have a team?
They did last year, but they don't have a team this year.
Not this year.
Wow. Mercy. Man, so blind draw. So I guess were you there in person, or what'd you do?
It was over Google Meets.
Oh, really? Wow.
I just sat on my computer and watched a wheel spin. It was great.
So I'm taking with Alan hosting it. It was Cam Cook and Brad Hood in charge of the. Okay. All right. Wow.
Okay, Coach, for you, obviously you were in here with your other team, girls volleyball. Now you're taking on boys volleyball, and I don't know, maybe we leaked the info. You're going to take the boys basketball position 2, 3, and 1. I don't know if you want to put that out there just yet.
Definitely not. I know nothing about basketball. Definitely not.
We're just waiting on that one. But no, you have both of these spots. How are you brought into the boys' side of things, and what are some changes or differences you've noticed in coaching the two?
Well, let's see. I actually played men's league as a high schooler growing up, and so I've kind of always played competitively co-ed men's in my spare time, and so it intrigued me when we started a boys program.
Okay.
And as far as the difference, it's a different pace. So girls are a little bit more crafty, boys are more power. Mm-hmm. Even though we're working on controlling our power, so we can have the power. And it's different. They're still learning. They're still very fresh in the game. They're still learning the aspects of how mentally challenging this game can be. Because this game is a game of mistakes, and it can be very hard when you make error after error after error, and you're like, what am I doing wrong, when you're actually not doing everything wrong. You're doing a few things right. It's just not working yet. So we're learning. We are learning. We're on the up and up.
All right. So players, what made you want to play boys volleyball?
I've been playing, so this is my 4th year. I started out at a club in Nashville, played a year, went all around the country, went to LA and everything. Then I went to a club in Knoxville my 2nd year. And then my 3rd year I played at a club out of Louisville. And now I'm here, and I'm playing for the school for my senior year.
Okay.
So 2 of the coaches kind of talked to me during school, and they try to chase me around because I'm tall. And so I didn't have anything going on during the spring season, so I was like, might as well give it a try, see how I like it. And it's been going pretty good for me this year. I like it.
So for me, just one day I came home from lacrosse, and one of the guys wanted me to play, so I went and played.
That's it? Wow. Okay.
I guess for all of y'all, boys volleyball, it can't be your first sport because it just happened. Tell us what else you do to stay in shape. Maybe, makes you better at boys volleyball.
I did swim and dive this year, and as well as 7th grade year. I did soccer. A lot of the sports that I've done are just endurance based. So, I think a lot of it that has translated to volleyball is when we do play 4 or 5 sets is the endurance of it, not getting tired. I think that's where teams make or break is those 4th and 5th sets, and that's when the endurance and training really shows where I feel as though that's kind of somewhere that I've succeeded.
I do basketball and golf, and the basketball side has really helped me with like speed and endurance, but also the jumping side of it. And it really translated well because a lot of things you do in volleyball, you also do in basketball, just a lot of running and jumping. And then golf really helped me with the mental side because golf is very hard mentally, and just helped me stay, mentally tough.
So my mom wouldn't let me play football growing up, but other than that, I basically played every sport. So I just usually just use that for my jumping ability and being able to hit the ball.
So you play basketball too as well right now for the Gators, or do you?
No. When I was younger, I just played pretty much everything. But right now, I'm playing lacrosse and volleyball at the same time.
How do you pull that off?
Well, I just have lacrosse before, and after that practice, I just go straight to volleyball. It's only clashed a few times, but other than that, I'll be fine.
The games are not on the same days?
No, not typically.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Heck yeah. Okay, so for the guys that are your outside hitters here, that we're talking about that power, how have you kind of had to grow that skill set, knowing that you can't just go out there and really just throw your arm up at it? There's a little bit more to it.
Yeah, volleyball is a very technical game. I'm just sort of realizing that. I've played volleyball just in gym for so long, and it's such a short net. I can just sort of just wail at it. And now it's really I'm just trying to go into my technique and trying to get everything just set in stone. Because if you just have one thing wrong one day, you won't be able to hit very well. But on game day, typically I just let the adrenaline get to me, and that's when I hit the best.
So I usually still hit it really as hard as I can, but I just try to hit it downwards instead, so it goes in the court instead of out onto the wall. So just kind of learn how to hit down instead of out.
It's a good strategy.
Smart. I don't hit.
Oh, you don't hit?
No,
okay.
I don't hit.
Okay. Just talk about players, the reception by the students of you all playing volleyball. I mean, how have they accepted it? They praise you for it, or they come out to your games, your matches, or what?
I know our first game at South, there was a lot of students there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Not from just Greenwood and South, but there's some WKU players there. They have a club, and some of them were there too.
Oh, wow.
Scouting.
And sometimes in the hallways, I'll get some students yelling at me about how good I am and, how they want me to continue doing it and how they want to be like me.
Okay.
I mean, we did have a really good turnout our first game. A lot of the other schools don't have as great as turnouts, so I mean, it was really shocking, going from our first game and then going into second game away, that no one was there. It was kind of just dead. Mm-hmm. But I feel like our fan base has been pretty supportive and consistent, which is helpful at home games. But then when you go away and it's dead, it's kind of awkward.
Right.
We have a very big cultural, just volleyball presence in our Bowling Green area, Mm-hmm. So for us in South, whenever we clash together, we have just pretty big turnout, and that helps me a lot, especially.
Coach, for you guys on a 5-game win streak. What's been going right recently for you guys?
It's starting to click. Chemistry's starting to flow. They're starting to understand the mechanics of it. And everything is starting to click, we're locking in on certain things, we're doing the small stuff, and it's looking like volleyball.
Awesome.
So have you had to rely on the girls team to help you out throughout all this at all?
So they've come in a little bit.
That's good.
They've come in and scrimmaged the boys, but I also have 2 awesome assistants, Sarah Lawyers and Jenny Williams, who also coached at Drake's for a long time.
Okay.
And so they have been phenomenal in coming in and working with the guys, and because sometimes I forget to break things down, and they're great at that.
Okay.
What's been the toughest thing to kind of latch on to with the new program like this, whether it's, service, serving the ball, setting the ball, the digs? What's been the toughest thing so far to kind of get adjusted to?
This is going to be really funny. We forgot to tell them to high five.
Okay.
So, like, the simplest things, such as the start of a game, we were so focused on making sure they didn't get out of rotation that when the whistle blew, we forgot to tell them to go high-five the other team and tell them good luck. So, like, things like that. The start of the game that you don't think about, that the girls do, we forgot. It was funny.
Okay, so you guys scored your first point. Did y'all come together, or did you kind of just stand there like, what's going on?
They stood there.
Okay. Gosh. Okay, and how many matches or games does that take to get that in a rhythm?
Quite a few.
Okay.
It's okay.
Piece by piece. But it's better now.
Yes, it's a lot better. We're flowing. We're getting it.
Good.
So, guys, what's a practice like?
We start out first 15 minutes, kind of just warming up, playing a little game, a little competitiveness, and then we usually break up by skill, depending on if you're a hitter or a passer, and we'll do that for about 30, 45 minutes, and then the last, depending on how that goes, we can go into conditioning real quickly, depending on how bad or good we're doing or how focused we are. But let's say it's going well, we'll usually be able to go into some cooperative, like playing on 6v6, to where we'll kind of just go through the motions of like the game, and then about 15, 30 minutes of that we'll go into like actual play at the end. But if it's a bad, it's just running. It's just running. And more running and more running and more running. So, yeah.
So last year, you guys didn't have a team, but South Warren put this area on the map, really, going to the Final Four in state. Do you like that for the sport, or do you now like, we hate that they did that because now we're playing against them?
I mean, they're not us. I mean, we can't compare ourselves to them. I mean, we're in the same region, but at the end of the day, like, they're still another team. Can't really like compare ourselves to them because, I mean, did they put this area on the map? Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know how to answer that exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
I like the answer though.
Yeah, definitely. I'm guessing film session. You have film sessions, I would say, right?
Yes, sir.
Just talk about film sessions. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of instruction, learning, a whole 9 yards, right?
So recently we had one film session, and it was my first. And we just watch our games back, and they'll keep tallies of what we did bad. And then we'll go back into practice, and we might run for each tally that we did bad. So that kind of keeps us in the check, is just watching film back over again. And with me playing basketball, it is pretty different than basketball because we're more talkative than we are in basketball. But I feel like it's just a better environment whenever we're watching film in volleyball. It's more uplifting than basketball.
Okay.
For the players, Coach just talked about how high-fiving was one of those things you kind of had to get under control there. What's been the toughest part about the game that's been a learning curve for you that you've kind of, you've really tried to get better at this year?
My answer is going to be different, so I'll go and then I'll let True go. But my biggest thing is going from competitive, high-level club volleyball in Louisville and everyone knowing what to do, what their position was, what their role was, to going to Greenwood, and some people have never played like organized volleyball. It was frustrating. So like, I don't know, helping, like figuring out a good balance of helping and I don't know, not getting upset was probably the biggest thing for me. But True, what do you think?
Thank you for that, Turner. But I'll just say it's definitely a momentum-based game. Like in game days and just in games especially, we really get down on ourselves sometimes. Like the technical aspect, just hitting the ball. If it doesn't go our way for a few like points, we're definitely gonna have like get us out of this rut. It's really gonna be hard to like come back from that sometimes.
I feel like the hardest learning curve was the rotations. And I still haven't got that down, so I usually just ask Turner or coach just to let me know where I'm supposed to be. But I've got it down to like general areas whenever we start the game where I'm supposed to be, so I'm getting there.
That adds on to Turner's one as well.
Well, it's still the big U shape, right? But obviously you're playing up front, so you're just in the front, and somebody comes in for you, or you're supposed to be on the back, right?
He just goes. He's just the opposite of me. Wherever I am, he knows to go across from me. So
okay, gotcha.
Shouldn't be too hard.
I gotta ask, because it is a faster paced game, it is harder hitting. What's it like to take those kills coming at you at like 55 miles an hour coming straight at you?
Oh, it's pretty easy, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
He blocks, by the way. He doesn't pass.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I block. So
He just puts his hands up. I'm the one who has to.
yeah, that's more of a
So
question.
y'all
for
two
him.
have to. That's a question for y'all two then.
Well, not him really. He blocks too.
Oh, he blocks too. Oh, okay.
Except for whenever he's in to serve, he always has to play middle back.
Oh yeah.
He's excellent at that.
Yeah, I got on the ground yesterday, and it was a learning curve for me. I didn't really dive; I just fell. So, but I got it up. So.
I will have to give it to our blocks and our coaches. Like, we do have a really good block for being a first-year program.
Okay.
I mean, our block is pretty consistent. So a lot of it, I think yesterday was the first like ball that had been hit pretty hard at me. I mean, I'm used to it. I've again played club, but a lot of it is tips now, just because we do have such a solid blocking teams to figure that out. So I think the biggest thing is realizing that on a defense perspective, like even if it's not on my side of the court, our other like right back and our middle back realizing that we're gonna get tipped on and to read that because I think we're good when it comes to a hard driven ball, but then when it comes to tips and getting on the floor and having to dive, like that's where we sometimes struggle. But I feel like we have worked on it a lot since the start of the season.
Well, some of you guys are newer to the sport, and some of you guys have been playing for a while. What are some things you're kind of seeing in your competition, like when you first get there, like scouting-wise, that you kind of like, hey, that helps with the strategy of the game? Because obviously you're learning the fundamentals, but there's still strategy to the game where you want to hit it, stuff like that. Anything like that stick out?
From a blocking standpoint, me and Kaylen, before every game, there's like a hitting line, and we have to shag the other people's balls. So we're just there like seeing everywhere where they hit, and I'm an outside hitter, so I'm watching their opposite, which is who I'm blocking. So I like to see where he comes in and where he blocks or where he hits, so I can see where I need to block and what I'm supposed to be ready for.
Usually, whenever a team walks in and I'm trying to scout and see who my opposite will be, who I'm trying to, get a good hit on, is usually their height. Because as a middle, you're usually the tallest player on the court. So I just think to see how good he is and see if I can take advantage of that.
Okay.
I just kind of see, you can tell who's going to tip, you can tell who's going to hit, you can tell just based off, like we said, their hitting lines. You can tell if they're hitting into the net, they're going to be a tipping team. If they're actually like hitting the ball, that they'll hit. So I mean, just watching that and then watching film prior, a lot of teams blocking is, unlike our team, blocking I feel like we're really good at. A lot of other teams blocking is like a big like learning curve for them. So just being able to use that to our advantage and hitting into their block and using their block, I feel like that's one of the main things that I've been able to like look at and see at other teams, and that we can use that to our advantage.
Coach, when you coach the girls, obviously they're so experienced from playing travel, stuff like that, so forth. You can coach them however you want to, but with these guys, I mean, of course, True said he's played, but the other guys have not played volleyball like that so much. Do you have to adjust the way, the style you coach, unlike you do the girls? Because, the girls, years of experience, I mean, it's obviously, you can coach them a little differently, but you can with guys that don't have as much experience as like the girls do.
Yes and no. I would say that I coach them pretty much the same. We still talk a little bit of strategy in the huddle. We still talk about communication. We still talk about, places you can swing, the strategy of where we need to go, who we need to go after. Okay. So we still are talking strategy because that's just another layer that we have to add to our game. And when you're in a live game, you have to have strategy.
Right.
On top of everything else. So I coach them the same.
Okay.
I feel as though, like, when I was manager my junior year, like, seeing Nicole coach, I think the biggest difference, like, and it's really the only difference, is the verbiage used, like, the words that she uses.
Right.
Like, girls understand, like, pinky down, thumb up, where guys, you kind of more so have to, like, break it down basic. I feel like that's, like, the biggest difference that I've seen is just how she's saying the same thing, just in different ways.
Okay.
So let's look ahead now to this weekend, the region tournament. At Allen County, obviously you get the bye first. What's the other matchup that's going on to determine who you play next?
So it's going to be Allen County and Trinity Whitesville.
Okay.
That is the first game, and whoever wins that plays us.
Okay.
And then on the other side of bracket is South, and it's Adair County in Ohio.
Okay.
So whoever wins that game plays South. So we wait and we see.
How have you guys matched up this season against either ACS or Whitesville?
We have not played Whitesville.
Okay.
Allen County is very scrappy. And we've struggled a little bit against them. I'll be honest. We've struggled, and that's okay. You know, it's game time, and I'm excited to see what we do when the pressure's on in the regional, tournament.
So from when they first started to now, how much have they improved?
A lot. A lot.
Drew shakes his head like, wow, it has to be a lot then, right?
It's last night was one of the first nights I saw some of them really start taking some swings.
Okay.
And seeing some things click. And every single one of them, every single hitter has had their moment where things have started to click. The setters have started to click. Defense has started to click. Serving runs have started to click. So there's certain things and challenges that we have started to face this season that, as a coach, you want to face before you go into any district or regional tournaments that we have now faced, and I'm comfortable going in being, okay, we have a chance. I have confidence in them.
Okay.
I've seen them compete. I've seen them come back when we're down. I've seen them in a 5-set. I've seen them, when their backs are against the wall. And they've got grit. And I feel like we will be ready.
Now, Coach, remind me, I get it confused between volleyball and lacrosse. Is it only the winning team that makes state, or is it both in both sports?
So for volleyball, for girls in region, it's only the one.
Okay.
But for boys, because there's only 8 regions, it's going to be first and second.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
So you got to win one game.
So the pressure is on that Saturday afternoon when y'all play.
Yes.
Okay.
We just have to win one.
Okay. So, guys, I mean, obviously, I guess you'll get there early to see Allen and Trinity and watch them. I'm taking it, right?
Well, one of us will.
Oh, one. Okay. So the players know. Okay.
I mean, maybe I'll give her some company.
Oh, I think y'all shouldn't y'all, to at least see who you're going to play next. That way you give an idea, right?
Yeah, if it's Trinity, like, we won't know anything that's going on.
That's why y'all need to be there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Turner, for you. You said you've played club for a little bit.
Yes, sir.
I mean, at this point, you're like an honorary player coach because you're talking about how you're kind of seeing your teammates learn. Are there any other guys like that on the team? Or is it just you that have experience?
I'm the only one on the team who has, like, club high-level experience. Some of the guys have played, like, pickup, and, like, they know how to play the game. It's just, again, verbiage, knowing rules. Like, it's not that they don't know how to play the game. It's that they don't know more so the more specifics of the game. So, I mean, I think my role more so is when it comes to being captain on the floor is being able to communicate with like the refs of the specific like rules more so. I think if it was just playing wise, like there are a couple other boys who could give like some good tips and stuff, but I think that's where like the difference between me and some of the others is the rules and more specifics of the game.
And my next question for you, Coach talks about how she's liking stuff coming together. What's the most satisfying part for you to see your fellow teammates kind of, you're locking in, whether it's, I don't know, setting the ball right or, maybe just high-fiving if that's your favorite part of the game?
I've really liked, I'm really big on hype. Like I loved, like I push Kaylen every game. I push everyone every game. I love when someone really just puts the ball down or gets a good block. Like I've really liked seeing the blocks come together from the start of the season. I've really liked seeing, especially Kaylen and our other outside, like really figure out how to like kill the ball. That's probably been my favorite part from like my perspective. So yeah.
You bring up that's a good question, Coach, because when you brought your girls team on the show, nothing but energy. And then, of course, the region tournament we saw at Logan County High School, again, nothing but energy. Did the guys bring the same energy as well like the girls do, or are they getting there pretty much?
It's a different type of energy.
Okay, all right.
The girls, it's different. It's just different.
Mm-hmm.
The girls are like rah-rah. The guys are... I don't know how to put it. Yeah. It's not rah-rah.
Wait, you dancing?
He dances.
Like, it's a competitive, like...
Freaky. I feel like
kind of...
There's two. I feel like there's like there's Kaylen who has like his funny like hype, and then there's also like football, almost like big like gridiron kind of hype.
Okay. All right.
And in the midst of all this, how do you add competitiveness into the mix? Or you just have fun?
Mm-mm.
No?
Well, I always say if you're being competitive, you're having fun.
Okay.
So if you're competing at a high level and you're doing everything right and, we've got a strong mindset, then we're having fun. And, they're starting to learn that this game can be really, really fun. Mm-hmm. Competing at a high level, and I want to say they're enjoying it, and they're having fun doing it. So it's always fun, and it's a goofy bunch. So you're always laughing.
So for players, have you heard from other guys of saying like, "Hey, I want to come try this out next year. I want to come play next year," anything like that, and so forth, or what?
I've heard some of the basketball players saying they want to come next year, try out. All juniors going into their senior year is mostly what I'm hearing from.
That's good.
So we'll have, if they play, we'll have a real old bunch coming in.
But they'll have to learn pretty much everything that y'all do.
Yes.
Like that. Okay. Have you heard anything too as well?
Besides the team, none of my friends are any good at volleyball, so no.
They can learn. They can come try.
I've tried to learn with them for a few years now. I don't know if I can help them.
So, Coach, you guys are in your first year. You talk about how the region's kind of slim for now. Are you hearing rumblings, or is there encouragement for other schools in the area to get this started to where you guys have the level of playing, or is that kind of limited with other sports going on or anything like that?
I think it's going to take a few years to build up. I think it's something that it's growing, but it's going to take some time. It's going to take years to kind of form and grow and get some teams and you've got to have the coaches to coach it. So finding the coaches to do it, and then, because it's a big commitment, and then it will grow, but it's gonna take some time. It's not something that is gonna be big next year. I see it taking more like a 5-year plan to really get to the level of kind of where the girls are at. It's funny that you say that because I was literally talking about this the other day.
Yeah, I feel like we talked about it. Like, I think boys club will need to be implemented before like it becomes big all around, like the Bowling Green area.
Well, I don't know if the small schools will do it though because of the numbers. You know, like a Russellville that has like, you know, only like 405 attendance. You know what I'm saying? Small schools like that has low numbers. I don't know if they will have, you know, enough the manpower, you know what I'm saying, to do that.
I don't know either. And that's a great question. Because I mean, it really and truly, it is a good sport when it comes to like an off season for basketball, you know, an off season for any other sport that is, you know, an explosive sport. You know, it is a good option to stay involved, and there are opportunities out there for kids in volleyball that they may not have touched yet. So it's going to take some time for it really to develop. Because right now there's only 8 regions, and those regions aren't very big.
Coach, tough question for you here. What would you enjoy more, hypothetically speaking here? A region win for the girls or a region win for the boys?
Oh no!
And you don't have to give one or the other answer.
Should we let her think about it for a minute?
Yeah,
Take a break.
Let's take a break.
Let's take a break. Let her think about it.
Yeah.
And we'll come back. We'll get her answer next here on Sports Talk, live on Talk 104, 93 WKCT.
Shop for your next car or truck at Campbell Chevrolet and Campbell Pre-Owned on both corners of Gary Farms Boulevard at Scottsville Road. If you do not see what you want, please let us know, since the inventory changes every day. Great money-saving prices on both corners. Rebates and low interest rates are back on new Chevrolets. Drop by and enjoy shopping. We make it easy. Campbell Chevrolet on Scottsville Road.
Car crashes, tractor-trailer wrecks, animal attacks, wrongful deaths. One call can change your future. Call me today, and let's start fighting back together. I'm injury lawyer Will Williford. Where there's a will, there's a way. When tragedy injures or takes the life of someone too soon, no amount of money can take that back. But justice can offer some security and accountability. I'm injury lawyer Will Williford, and I want you to know, where there's a will, there's a way.
Ever wonder why buying a mattress seems so complicated? Shouldn't it be as easy as a good night's sleep? At Hills Mattress & More, it is. We offer top quality mattresses, furniture, and appliances with easy financing and delivery. No credit needed and proudly made in the USA. Visit us at 2539 Mount Victor Lane, Suite 2 in Bowling Green. Get comfort without the hassle. Learn more at hillsmattressmore.com.
Sports Talk is back here on Talk 104, 93 KCT, and we got about 7 or 8 minutes left to go here on the show. And now the answer, the tough question that Cole Scott gave, and now the answer from Coach Whitson.
Oh gosh, that's such a hard answer. A region win would just be awesome no matter who it is.
Okay.
Boo.
Okay.
It's always been a dream. I've always dreamed about coaching a high school team, and so here I am coaching 2. And, you know, I never got the chance to do it as a player.
Okay.
And so now here's an opportunity to do it as a coach, and I'm going to seize all opportunities I get.
Okay. Well, during the break, I heard about a wedding bet. What's the bet for the wedding? What's that about? What's that?
When I was the manager my junior year for the girls, this was even going on. Her and her fiance still, whichever team wins region, if they win region, we get invited to the wedding.
Oh, okay.
But the girls never did, or haven't yet, or they won't because it's when December.
Yeah. Well,
they still can. They still can. They still have a season to go, so y'all can get the first invites.
Yeah.
With a win on Saturday and on Monday. And you pump your fist like, yeah, you can do it. Speaking of invites, Crew, you're going to Penn, Ivy League.
Yeah.
You're going far away from here. Just talk about that real quick. Put the microphone by you. There you go.
I've always wanted to go to a school that was more academic. When I was doing recruiting for volleyball, the main schools I looked at were MIT, Harvard, and Princeton. I went on visits to all of them. At the end of the day, none of them worked out when it came to admissions, which was fine, but I still applied to the Ivies, and I got into Penn. I got into a program that mixes economics and international studies, and I'll have an emphasis in German. So, I mean, overall, I know that's where I'm meant to be, and so I'm just going to take the opportunity.
Congratulations.
All right, Coach, you got a few days now, but what's the process like going into a game day? Is there any superstitions going into a game, or is it you kind of just line them up and you go out there and you see how it falls?
So this week's heavy. So we're mentally prepping for Saturday. So we're on the road tomorrow to Ohio County to compete. I like to pack in kind of heavy so that way when we are on the road that we are ready to go. And that's kind of my mentality. So we are mentally ready for Saturday. So we play tomorrow, then we practice on Friday, and then it's game day.
So how about this? You win the region, and then there's going to be like a group dance at the wedding, right? How about Kaylen can lead everybody in the group dance at the wedding? How about that?
Let's see it.
Or just give a speech, too. A speech?
The teams usually do like my speeches, but I don't really know what I say during them, so I just kind of think of what's in my head and just say it. So, but they get hyped for it. So,
all right, that'd be great. All right, so hey, best of luck this weekend, guys. Get that win, and then turn back around and get a win on Monday, right?
Oh yeah. Yes.
And then after that, if you win region or just win on Saturday, where you go after that?
We go.
What happens next?
It's we'll go either if we win, we host Region 3, so it's a team from Louisville.
Okay.
And then if we lose, we go to Louisville and we play most likely, or we will play a Region 3 team, which will most likely be to Sales.
Okay. All right. So win, you stay home and get to go to the wedding.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Let's get it done. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it. 2-2 or 2-3 actually. There's a break in between, so it'll be Saturday break and then again on Monday. There we go. And hopefully student section will come out on that Saturday, Monday too as well for the y'all's games.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. Hey, thanks for joining us tonight on the show.
Thank you for having us.
You guys are a lot of fun. All right. Hey, Cole, we got to talk about next week. Next week is going to be a super size pack show.
Yes.
Super size pack show. All right. So we're going to come on and do a pre-party at 5 o'clock on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
And that's going to be Franklin Simpson baseball and Franklin Simpson Lake Cat softball too as well.
So they both could make it tonight.
Right.
Who are they going up against tonight?
Todd County Central. Got to go to Elkton. Glad I'm not there. I'm glad.
Got you out of that one, so you're welcome.
Yes.
But having them in at 5. And then at 6, we've got
Warren East baseball. Wes Sanford, you just mentioned, talk about him.
Shout out.
And Bowling Green baseball as well too. Nathan Eisenberg and his guys are going to stop by.
All right. And then at 7,
the after party.
It's always a party here.
Yep.
Cumberland County.
Yes, the All-A State champions. And by the way, we didn't mention it. Congratulations to them winning the All-A State championship over the weekend. 5 games in 2 days in Owensboro. So good job by them. We'll talk to them about that and a whole lot more. And then Barron County, J.R. Estes and his boys will come in too as well. So, yeah, jam-packed show next week thanks to Mother Nature. Killing things yesterday.
and you mentioned it off the air, but no hot rods talk. At least not as light as we're
no,
used to.
Because yesterday messed things up, so forth like that. So
I guess we'll give the hot rods their flowers right now. Then what do you say?
We can do that.
Well, they lost today.
Okay, there we go.
So not too many flowers. Those flowers need to be watered.
Yep.
But they won yesterday.
Yeah.
Playing pretty good ball.
Let's ask Coach Whitson this question. We got a couple minutes left to go in the show. Win the region. You want to come back?
Sure.
Yeah.
It'd be great. Yeah. Bring trophies well too and so forth like that, and talk about the state tournament and all that and whole 9 yards, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Talk about what you're wearing to the wedding.
Yeah. yes. We got. Well, no, we can't wear uniforms for a wedding. That wouldn't look right. Because the girl's going to dress up, so you got to dress up too.
Well, they're not both going.
Yeah,
Brian.
we don't know if they're
They
going
can't
just
both
yet.
go.
Well,
It's only
no,
one.
don't
There's only
say
room
that.
for
Now,
one.
come on now. Come on now.
Only room for one.
The girls have got a great chance to win the region. They got a great chance. They do.
Pressure's on.
The pressure is on them, and they know this, right? That's the only way they're going to win. They know this.
They've known this for the last. Let's see. I'm going into my four seasons now. Four seasons now.
Okay.
All right. So this is it for them. Do or die. They got to do it. This is the year to do it. They got to do it in November. They got to win the region. They've got to win it. And I don't even know where's the 14th district hosts region this year. They hosted this year, so I don't know if it's going to be South or at Greenwood or at Bowling Green or at Central, because Logan had it last year, so it's going to be a 14th district this year.
I don't know. I haven't made it that far in my life.
All right, I guess we're going to find out. All right. All right, that's the show. That's it. No after party tonight, but we'll be jam-packed next week with lots of guests here on the show.
That's right, Brian. Looking forward to next week. Well, maybe. We'll see.
We'll see. That's Cole. I'm Brian, and the Greenwood Gators boys volleyball team. Thanks for joining us. It's Sports Talk, live on Talk 104, now at KCT.
You've been listening to Sports Talk, presented by Greenwood Ford.
News and weather this hour is brought to you by United Furniture and Appliance on Talk 104 and 93 WKCT, Bowling Green.
Congressional map that could yield more GOP-friendly seats.
Hours after Florida's State House voted 83-28 along party lines to approve a new congressional map, the state Senate did the same.
Record the vote.